You know what, I'm so excited. There are so many of you all around the world, you know, and if you didn't know, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. So I want to welcome you into my studio here. Alright, so once again I just want to thank you all for joining me on this webinar today. Thank you so much for pre-ordering my Build Your Best Voice program. I'm so ecstatic. I'm more than excited that you've actually chosen to come along with me on this journey to build your best voice, because that's what this is about. Now briefly, the program is actually, it's almost like a summary of my last 10 years of research into vocal training. Okay, so that's basically what it is, and it involves 5 really, I would say, pretty hardcore workouts or modules, okay? So here's what we're going to cover today in webinar 1. This is what I hope to cover. I hope to cover the main teaching points of workout number 1. And then the second thing I want to do is help you to apply an exercise to a song. And then the very last part of the webinar today will be a Q&A. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of tension first in our bodies, because tension absorbs your sound, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of tension in our shoulders and arms, okay? So from where you're standing, I'd like you to do a little bit of a backstroke action, as if you're in the swimming pool, okay? So together with me, just some backstroke action. All right, now we're going to get you to do freestyle. Yep, you can see probably that I'm not a swimmer, all right, but I do like to use it as a part of my vocal, you know, just getting rid of tension exercises. Okay, now I would like you to just stand straight and roll your shoulders back 3 times, okay, and then roll them forward as well. Now hopefully you're feeling a lot of the tension just dissipate out of your shoulders and arms. Okay, now the next thing is our necks, okay? We tend to carry a lot of tension in our neck. So we're going to stretch that, okay? So what I want you to do is bend your head over to one side and then just lightly press down with your hand. Now with your other hand that is free, I want you to bring it up, okay? And we're going to, on the count of 3, we're going to drop it as if it weighs 1 ton, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and drop. Now hopefully that enabled you to have a greater stretch right there. Now what we're going to do is get rid of tension in your lower back and actually your whole body. So what I want you to do is put your arms out like this, like as if you're a human cross, okay? And then you're going to spin around. I call these helicopter spins for obvious reasons. All right, so you're going to do that, and hopefully you're feeling this amazing stretch in your lower back. Oh man, I'm actually hearing myself crack, 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 crack. Alright, now just massage your face and your jaw. Just like that, be kind to yourself, and using the balls of your thumb just underneath your chin, okay? And neck. You see, if you feel a sense of freedom in your body, that is going to come out in your voice, okay? That is the absolute truth, okay? So it's very, very, very important to be loosening up and getting rid of that tension that's just going to absorb your sound. Okay, now we're going to get into the actual vocal workout. So the very first workout exercise is the bubbles. Okay? I want you to put your fingers here. Just lightly press against your cheeks, just next to your lips, and roll your lips together like this. And so the bubble is a foundational exercise to help you experience what it feels like to sing in an effortless, floating, free way. So the next thing we go on to is your Let's try that together. Your favorite food, potato chips, strawberries, Greek yogurt, whatever it is, okay? Yeah. Okay, now hopefully you're feeling some sort of a buzzy vibration sensation in your mouth and maybe even in your nose area. Now what that buzz is, it's resonance. Now why is resonance important? If we use our resonance properly, that will carry our voices forward without us straining on the throat. Now the same thing happens when we get onto a ming, ming, ming exercise, okay? This is developing resonance even further. Why? Because we've got all the resonance building sounds. For example, the as you already experienced just now, has this really natural buzz to it. And then there's a because it's ming. Just try that now, guys, and let me know if you actually feel more buzz when you do that. The next exercise that I cover in workout number 1 is a blah blah blah. The common problem is jaw and tongue tension. Jaw and tongue tension. Okay, it feels strainy and it sounds awful as well. So what we want to do is get rid of that. Okay, from the very onset, we want to get rid of any of this jaw and tongue tension going on. So this blah 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 exercise is perfect for that. So this is the exercise. Let's do it together. Okay. All right. So blah 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 blah. How far do shoulders go back in posture from Renee in Sydney? Very good question, Renee. The shoulders, not too far back, okay? What you want to think about is just rolling them back comfortably and then letting them drop down and with your chest open, okay? That's it. So don't think of like this, all right? That's too much, okay? Because that's not aligned. Can you see right there that my ears are not aligned anymore with my shoulders? My shoulders are way back there and they shouldn't be. They should be just there so that my ears are aligned to my shoulders, okay? So Marcella, your question about making your voice less scratchy. First thing is first, you need to actually practice resonance. Okay, so the and the ming, 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 that's going to help you to lift your voice from being pressured on the throat. That's what makes it sound scratchy. So if I'm going, not really sure how to feel about it, something in the way you move, that's ugh. All right, because I'm actually not using resonance at all, and that makes it scratchy. But if you actually train your voice in such a way that you're resonating it from here, like on the and the mings exercises, then it doesn't become scratchy anymore because you're resonating it from here. You're not putting pressure on your throat. Not really sure how to feel about it, something in the way you move. See, when I sing that there, I'm not feeling anything on the throat. I'm only feeling it here. So that's what the resonance exercises does for you. All right, guys, thank you so much. We have come to the end of webinar number 1 of Build Your Best Voice. It has been a blast for me. I've so enjoyed myself. I really hope you have too. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I saw a lot of smiley faces, and you know what? It's almost like you were here, but I wish you were here with me. I would give you all a hug right now and say thank you. But thank you so much. Happy practicing, and let's continue this journey together to build your best voice.